Striza prided herself on her knowledge of humanity. With how widespread they had become since joining the Federation, human studies has become a rather important subject to learn. Striza, having graduated at the top of her class, was ready to flaunt her knowledge at this new academy. John was an average student. He had a small circle of friends, only caused trouble in class once or twice, and was a solid B student. He was seated at his desk, drinking his morning coffee, a beverage that spread like wildfire through the Federation thanks to his mind-focusing capabilities, when Striza walked in. The two locked eyes for a moment, and that was all it took. John choked on his coffee, and Striza saw her chance. By the time he had recovered, she had made her way up to his desk, loudly boasting each statement, showing off her knowledge set.
Coughing from a human can be caused by several things. You show no symptoms, so sickness can be ruled out. Air quality is carefully controlled, so allergies can be ruled out as well. Conclusion: you are coughing due to unintended inhalation of your drink. She spoke each sentence with enough ego to make a narcissist cringe. Reasoning for such an action can vary as well, but given the timing of the event, you must have been surprised when you saw me. You have no doubt seen a variety of species since enrollment, so we can exclude seeing an extraterrestrial for the first time. And as we have never met before, you must be surprised by my personal appearance. Her tone showed no sign of lowering. She didn't even skip a beat before continuing. Humans often use facial expressions to convey emotions to one another. In this case, blushing is used as a sign of She suddenly stopped mid-sentence. She took a step back, realizing just how close she had gotten. Another fact had chosen to cross her mind at the worst possible time: that humans are compatible with a disturbing number of species across the galaxy, hers included. Quicker than she had gone up, she ran back down the rows of desks and back out the door, past a rather confused professor. The professor turned toward the direction she came, locking eyes with John. "Now, John, I know you, and I know bullying is beneath you, so what exactly just happened here?" Before John could speak, his obnoxious friend who had witnessed the whole thing spoke up. "I think John just got himself a girlfriend." The professor, who admittedly knew very little about humans, blew this off as just another form of friend, a term he actually was familiar with. "Just so long as you talk things over after class," the professor said, completely oblivious. Striza, who hadn't even begun to calm down, was full on panicking now. She had prided herself on her knowledge of humans, but this was beyond her. "What do human relationships even look like?" she cried out. This sort of information wasn't widely taught or even understood. Humans tended to keep their relationships private, and if her imagination, which was now running wild, was to be believed, quite intimate. Just as she walked around the corner, there stood John. Striza should have expected this. Humans were known to be terrifying persistence hunters, capable of tracking their targets for miles. "What kind of animal tracks down a desired mate?" she thought to herself. Just then, John reached behind him. Striza, expecting some kind of weapon or trap, was surprised when he showed her backpack, which she had forgotten in the class, with her dorm room marked on the front, which, sure enough, was where he waited. Striza, now less panicked, was about to speak when John spoke first. "You know, it's a bit rude to end a conversation without saying goodbye. Did they not teach you that?" Striza, completely slipping back into her know-it-all side, retorted, "There are various other ways of ending a conversation besides goodbye, such as so long or farewell. Some cultures even slap their upper legs as a sign for unwanted company to depart." John laughed. "Well, I certainly didn't hear any of those either. You seem to know almost everything except how to use it." Striza, now remembering the earlier encounter, responded timidly, "Today was the first time I wish I knew less." John, not wanting to crush her eagerness to learn about humanity, spoke softly. "How about I teach you how to properly use that knowledge, and in return I get to know about you?" Striza, now fully composed, answered, "I like that. How about over some coffee, just so long as you don't choke on it this time?"